Okay, guys, this is the red food holder system. This is what I've been talking about for a while now. Um, I'm gonna try to give you a quick introduction to the system in a few minutes. I hope it doesn't take too long. So I'm gonna start by saying that red food holder system is a web solution designed and developed to help you manage your business with this. All of the data is going to be in one application, so you don't have to jump into multiple applications like Gmail, spreadsheets, external CRM as hotspot, and things like that to achieve a simple task. All of them are gonna be done just from this system, and it's intended to help you grow your business. Working less time, you don't have to spend multiple hours or minutes to achieve one of those tasks. We are going to be using responsive design, which is design that adapt to all of the different screen sizes. Like you could be working with your PC on your computer at home, or you can be working in your laptop or your mobile devices like tablets or cell phones, and it's going to adapt to those screen sizes so you can still use all of the features in the application. We're going to be able to run your business anywhere in the world using your phone or your laptop with internet connection. So you could be wherever you want. You could be with your family, you could be on vacation, you could be at a bar, you could be at a party, and you will be able to manage your business using one of those devices. And we will eventually uh, create a mobile application to help you achieve all those tasks with a better user experience, so you can have your business on your pocket everywhere and check it everywhere you are. So in this system I have identified at least three main roles, which are like three types of users. And those types of users are the administrator or owner. um, we also have customers, we have drivers. All of them are going to have a username and password, or an email and password, and they're going to be able to log in the system and see different options. For example, as an administrator, you will be able to register new customers. You're gonna add a new order to that customer. We're gonna be able to send contract to customers, emails, and after they send the bookie deposit and you check it, you're gonna be able to approve those orders to be dispatched. So one of you can now send a dispatch sheet to a driver. Everything done with the click of a button. It's gonna be really simple, really easy. You're gonna be able to dispatch orders to a particular driver. Also really simple, easy, fast, and you're gonna be able to keep track or see the progress of an order in the driver's profile, so you can know how good is it, or if it was picked up, when was it picked up, uh, things like that, how many days it's gonna take. You're gonna be able to check all the information of the order, so you are always updated. um, you're gonna be able also to request updates to drivers in two different ways, and I say two different ways because you can ask for updates to a particular driver, or you can ask for updates to all of the drivers just with a click of a button. It won't take you too much time. You will save a lot of time because, for example, asking for updates, it's something that takes a lot of time because you have to go through all of the three applications I mentioned before, like the Gmail, the spreadsheets, and the CRM, copy and paste, and keep in mind everything, put everything in order. So you are going to do that with one simple step, just one click, it's gonna be really easy. As a driver, you will see all of the orders that you have. You will be able to register pickup of an order, and will be able to register the delivery of an order also. So everything's going to be clear. We will know when you picked an order, so we don't have to bother you as a driver to ask when we ask you to send us an update. So if you do this, if you do register your pickup and your delivery, we won't bother you in the whole process. As a customer, you will be able to see the orders that you have and all of its info. You will be able to download your invoices. You also will be able to see the progress of each order, and in the progress bar you will see the percentage. So you probably know when your order is going to be delivered, total percentage of it. You will also be able to request new orders, like when you want another service from this company. These are just some of the features that you are going to be able to see, and these are almost all the tasks that we do when we're working with right foot haulers. But all of this is going to take a few minutes instead of 1 week of work. So I'm going to jump into the system and I'm going to show you all of this running. I'm going to start here in your website. This is your website as usual, but I added this button here in order to log in. So I'm going to click here and it's going to take me to the login page of the system. Now I'm going to log in using my username and password. And once you log in, you're gonna see this page with a few numbers and a few buttons, and you're gonna have a menu here, and I'm gonna try to go quickly on this because you have some options inside of each tab. One of the main things that we do when we are working is registering customers. So I'm gonna go register customer over here. Let's say I'm going to register Ryan. I'm going to use my email address because this is going to send a contract and some information to the email or the customer and the driver's emails. So I'm going to keep my email everywhere. I'm going to use my phone number, my real phone number, because it also is going to send some alerts or some notifications to the phone number, to the cell phone, so I can see that in my phone, and I can know where a new contract has been sent to my email address. So once you click save, you have this window or this view. Well, it's like a summary of your customers. At the moment, this customer doesn't have any order with us, so I'm going to create one new contract or order, and we're going to fill this form. This has almost all the details that we used to fill when we are using the CRM. As you can see, I just choose the terminal and open trailer and transportation. I'm going to say I'm going to pay the driver $800, $200 for me, and 10% tax. I'm going to type the security question and the security password, which is gonna say, let's say, Alberta. I'm going to try to fill this really quick, all with random data. It's gonna go from Calgary to Vancouver. I don't know if it really exists, but I'm just filling it so we can see this in action. This is going west in this case. The estimated pickup date is going to be 1 to 2 weeks from booking, and the transit time is going to be, let's say, 5 days. You just have to type the number 5, not the word dates. No, just type the number, because with this number we are going to do some calculations, and you're going to see that later in the video. Let's say we're gonna transport a Land Rover black, a random number, condition, let's say it's running. We're not gonna add notes to this, and I'm not gonna check this. I'm going to fix this so it looks a little bit better. So at the end, when you fill this, it's really fast. Doesn't have some of the fields because I can auto generate them. You're gonna see all of the details that you send in your contract in a second. So I just created this customer, and this customer now has a order. And what happened when I created the order is that it sent a text message to this cell phone number to let this customer know that an order or a contract has been sent to the email address. So he's going to receive the text message, and second, the email, and it's going to be an email something like this, saying contract for your auto transport service. This is exactly the way we used to send it when we used to do this with the CRM and the spreadsheets. It auto-generated this number, no errors, no typos. All the information is here, everything. Like it's running, is the vehicle, the VIN, everything is in here. You have the security question answer, the booking deposit, every single detail is here with no errors. It was auto-generated, as I told you, and I'm using your contract just to show you the final result for your company. This is exactly what you send to the customers, and I'm thinking about sending this contract as a PDF format. I don't know, maybe later we'll do that, or we can do both, sending like a plain text and sending also as an attachment like a PDF. So once the customer reads the contract and sends that booking deposit, we are going to go to the orders, and we're gonna go to the waiting room. In the waiting room, we're gonna have all of the orders that haven't been paid, and we are waiting for approval. So if one of you checks your account and see that Ryan made a payment, you're gonna be able to use one of these 3 buttons. As you can see, this is the orders information. You have the reservation number, you have the status here at top, and you have the basic info of this order here in the center. But right here you have these 3 buttons. If you want to cancel the order, if you want to send a reminder to this customer, you can click here and you will tell, hey, you have a contract with us, are you going to continue with it, or should we cancel it? So if you want to say that, just click here and it's going to send an email to this customer. If you approve the order, or if you checked your bank account and you saw that this customer made a booking deposit, you can approve these orders with one click, and you're gonna be able to approve all of the orders that way. So now that order went to another step, which is the dispatch room. So one of you can make this process of approving all the orders, and another person could probably be here waiting in the dispatch room. So in the dispatch room you still have the same order, or you want to have all the orders that has been approved, and you're gonna see that the status is different. In this case it's dispatch, and you have all the information again here. But now you have two buttons. One is to send the dispatch sheet to a driver, and it's gonna send an email with this message over here. This is kind of a preview. The message says, in this case, something like, "Hi, there is a new order from somewhere in Calgary to this address. You will be paid $800. If you want to take these orders, please reply yes or to this message, or click on the following link to accept it immediately." So you just have to select one of our drivers, and you click send dispatch sheet, and it will be sent to this driver. At the moment I'm not gonna click there because it's simple. It's gonna do the same I'm just telling you, and it's gonna send a message to the driver. So I'm gonna go and gonna click dispatch, because this is the other task that we do. When you hit dispatch, it's going to show you this dialog box, and it's gonna let you choose one of the drivers. I'm going to choose Mike, and you choose the driver and hit dispatch, and it was dispatched to the drivers. If you refresh the page, or in a few seconds, you're going to see something like this, because in this room, in the dispatch room, there are no orders waiting to be dispatched. And today is June 19, 2018, and it gives you the time. So now the order was dispatched. It goes to the driver's profile. So let's see if I'm using this like an owner, the role owner. So I can go to the driver's profile here in the driver's list. If you want to add a new driver, you click here, and you will have a form like this, or you can check what your driver is doing with the orders right here. This is the driver's profile. Also, you see the driver's info over here. You see the routes covered by Mark over here. You can add one here. It's gonna be really simple. It's a small form, and you see these orders over here. As you can see, this driver had an order before, and he picked up the order on June 16, a few days ago. The order takes 8 days to arrive, and in the progress bar you see that this order is at 37% on its way to the final destination. As I told you before, you have the orders info here in the middle, and this is a new order, the order from Ryan, and you see that this is a little bit different right now because it hasn't been picked up or anything. You don't have the information here, but it was assigned to you. If you are let's say you are a driver, and if you are a driver, you're going to see something like this, my orders. In your profile you will see all of the orders that you have, and as you can see, you have one button, but it's different in each order, and it's different because this button is going to let you register the pickup of an order. So once the driver picks up an order, it's going to be able to register the pickup. So let's say he is at Ryan's in Calgary, and he just put this car in on the trailer. So he clicks here, picked up, and this is it. We will know that he picked up the order and when he did it. If we go here and check Mike again, we'll see that the order was picked up today, which is June 19. The order is going to take 5 days to arrive, and also the customers, when they get into the system, they're going to see something like this, like saying the information like this, like when the order was picked up and how many days, and when where they're going to see the progress as the days go by. And I'm going to show you if right now is June 19, but if we come back and log into a system the next day, I'm going to change the date here. Let's say I come back on tomorrow, which is June 20th. If I log in and I come back and see Max, you're gonna see that the order is having some progress. So day by day it's going to be changing, and it's going to give the customers the trust that the order is on its way to the final destination. And they're going to see, like, as you can see, this is halfway to the final destination. So it's going to generate some feeling of trust in our customers, and it's kind of like being updated all the time. Let's say you are again a driver and you pick and you deliver this order. Once you deliver the order, you just have to click here and it's going to be delivered. This is going to disappear in a few seconds, but if we go here again and check what's Mike doing, you won't see that order again because it was already delivered. You don't really need it there. So he's just having this on his trailer. If you want to see the last order, I mean Ryan's order, if you want to check it, you can go here to the orders menu, click the list, and you will see that Ryan, I think it's one of these, yeah, this one, Ryan's whole order has been delivered, and it was delivered by Mark because Mark was the driver. One of the things that I wanted to mention also is that if you are here in the driver's list, well, in the driver's profile, you can ask for updates to this driver. Really simple. It's something that when we used to do that in the using the other three applications, we used to follow something like this. We used to go from the Gmail account, you have to compose a message, and after that you have to go to the spreadsheets, go to this driver's tab in the spreadsheet, check if he has orders, and if he has orders, we used to go and look for the email of each customer, copy the email, then go to the CRM, search for that email, go to the templates, copy the orders information, and then take it to the email, put it in the message, write a message, and go again to this driver's tab in the spreadsheet, copy the other customer's email, then jump again into the CRM, do the same, go to the template and repeat the process. If this particular driver has 4 orders, we have to do that 4 times, and those 4 times for each application will mean that we're doing that around 12 times. Just imagine if we have 5 drivers and we're going to ask for updates to all of the drivers. We're going, and let's say we have 4 drivers with 5 orders each. We will be doing that for around 20 times, and that's going to take a lot of time. So what I did here, I just created a button, and this is the update that's going to be sent, and to the driver, and it says something like this: "Hello Mark, could you please give us an update on the following orders? Please let me know if you have picked up or delivered them already." And it sends the order information. If I had more orders, it's going to list all of them here. If you hit send, it's going to send that email. You're going to see it something like this. Orders update email is going to be in the driver's email. I'm using mine again just to show you the message at the end, and the drivers receives this email with no errors. Everything is auto-generated. I didn't type anything. Everything is in here, and you're gonna be sure that it doesn't have any mistake. So that's one way to ask for updates to this particular driver. But as I told you at the beginning of the video, you are going to be able to ask updates in two ways. I said two ways because that's when to ask for updates to a particular driver. But if you want to ask for updates to all of the drivers, I told you that you are going to have to go through the process around 20 times in that example that I gave you. In this case, you're not gonna do that 20 times, and it's gonna save a lot of time, because that's something that I used to do in 2 days or 3 days, and you're going to achieve that just by clicking this button, and it's done. It was sent. All of the drivers just received an update request like this. You see these new messages? You have one for Mark, as we saw earlier, and we have one for Henry. The same message asking for the updates on the orders. Well, actually I have two orders, one for Mark and one for Henry, with the same customer. But if you look, this is different, and probably the vehicle is different. Let's see, this is Mark, and you see this is different, and this is a Toyota Corolla, and the other one was a different car. So that was really fast, didn't take a minute. Also, you have this button here, and this is because, as you saw, I created a customer like this, but it created just a customer. We just registered the information of the customer, because sometimes we do that. We have the customer's info, but we don't create the contract yet. So if you want to do that, just go this way. But if you want to create a contract, sometimes you need to do it really fast. You can do it with one button here, and this way you're going to create both the customer's information and the contract, everything in one simple step. Also, I wanted to mention that this main page has a few metrics here, a few numbers, and these are the amount of orders, the customers, it's kind of a summary of all the information you're managing. We also have a statistics here. I haven't done them, but we are going to have let's say the amount of sales, or the income in a week, or the amount of new customers that we're having, and maybe something like this, some graphics and things like that help you take decisions for your business. We have this because here in the configuration we edit some of the features. For example, if you don't want to send text messages to the phone numbers, when we create an order, you just click here and update this, and this won't send any message. This won't send any message to those customer cell phones services, because if one day you add new services, you can register them with this button. It's really simple, really fast. I just have two, door to door and terminal to terminal, and this transport type are going to be the open or enclosure or enclosed transportation services. So I will probably add more functions, more menu items. If you want to, there's something that I wanted to mention also. You can search for, let's say, Ryan here, just, or any of the customers or drivers. You have this functionalities in all the list, and you can print them as PDF like this, as you can see here. These are all of your customers, but you can do this with your customers, your orders, with any of them, and you can export this information as, I'm gonna tell you in a second. This is the orders list. You can export this as a PDF. You can print them. You can make an Excel file. As you can see, I'm using Linux, so this is why it's different, a little bit different. But you're gonna have something like this. You can do it. You will be able to print invoices and things like that. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to show you a little bit of this, and I'm waiting for your feedback. Now I hope to talk to you soon. And as I told you before, you're gonna be able to use this on your mobile devices. I'm going to create your application anyway, but if you want, you can use it on your phone like this. Let's say you have a Samsung Galaxy, and you will see all of the info, or you will see all of the options just like this. Maybe a little bit different if I create the application, but everything, you can do everything from your phone like this. Or if you have an iPhone, it's almost the same, but it's just to show you that it adapts the design to the screen devices, and you can use your application there too.